Hey everybody, it's me Stacey here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, and it's time for Saturday with Stacey, YouTube number 219. And this is it. This is the YouTube where we have our anniversary sale coming up this weekend, and this is the YouTube where we give away 100 prizes for people who post on this YouTube. We will select 100 winners to give prizes to make winner chicken dinner peeps out of. Normally we just give 2 prizes away per YouTube, but for our anniversary sale, we do 100 prizes. Now, some of those prizes are things that were never claimed by customers over the year. Prizes that went unclaimed. Oh, I mean, it's sad. They sit there in the tub waiting for an email saying, I won. So it's kind of like the land of the misfit toys. Only I know that there's 100 of you out there that are waiting to hear, I won. So this is your chance. You're going to post on this YouTube, and then just as soon as we get an opportunity, we will pull the 100 winners and announce it on a future YouTube. So can international people win? Yes, you absolutely can win. Always. If you have a valid shipping address, we will get your prize to you. So don't hesitate to post. Just please keep it kind. That's all I ask. Kindness is free. It doesn't cost anything to be kind. That's it. So this YouTube is releasing a little bit early because it is the next collection of Simply Defined, and it is called Winter Wonders. And I don't know, I designed this collection for me. Usually I draw off of something, and I guess this time I drew off of me. And so I have the I Want It All set, the 6 dies. I have got a contour die for you, a contour edge die that takes my breath away. I have got must-haves for you, which are the big A4 dies that fit through your Sizzix machine, and it has all the shapes with the stitched edges or the dot edges, and an amazing value. And if you've been collecting the must-haves, you know what kind of value we're talking about. I have got 2 new Go Press foil stamp plates for you, but then I added a little bit more, and it just made sense, I think, what I did. So I hope you agree and that it makes sense to you too. So I've got a lot to show. I have got the most beautiful paper from Couture Creations. Oh my gosh, and we have it exclusively. Now, if you love what you see and you have no intention of ordering any of the doorbuster deals from the anniversary sale, do not place your order Saturday or Sunday. Don't, because those are ship when it ships days. Those are big event days, and I've got Tim Holtz stamps for as low as $5.99. That should be $21.99 or $29.99. I've got the tote, an exclusive tote from Go Press Foil with exclusive foils inside of it. I've got some wonderful deals for you. But if that is of no interest to you, that's why I'm releasing this early. So you can either get your order in before the sale, or you can get your order in on Monday after the sale, so you don't fall in that ship when it ships policy for our National Scrapbook Day, our warehouse sale, our anniversary sale, Black Friday, Black Saturday, and the Spellbinder sale. Those sales are ships when it ships. Now I'm looking down and there's just so much to show you. I've got an answer to a question many of you asked, and I'm going to answer that question for you today. And hopefully you're going to go, because it really is beautiful, just beautiful. Now, I don't have a make and take. Usually I tilt down and I say I've got a make and take to show you, and that's what we're doing downstairs right now. But our make and takes for the anniversary sale are different. And we've got 2 of them going on. So if you're anywhere in Southern California, come spend Saturday with us. It's an amazing time, really amazing. And the free gifts we have in store, and the 2 free make and takes, and the prizes and the specials, and just the whole festive feel is wonderful. It's a great community coming together, and people see each other who haven't seen each other for a while, and they actually talk. It's amazing. Over a piece of cake, they catch up. So it's not just about the sale and the doorbusters, but it's about coming back to a place that holds friends and seeing those friends that you might not have seen. So if you're in Southern California, come see us, come be a friend. All right, I'm gonna put my glasses on and I'm gonna tilt down for the day. I do not have winner today because this YouTube is going early and we didn't have it ready. So to YouTube number 218, winners will be announced in YouTube number 220. So remember, if you like what you see and you don't want to order from the anniversary sale, or you do want to order from the anniversary sale, but you don't want this product to be part of It Ships When It Ships, order it either before the sale or after the sale. Or if you like this product and you plan on ordering some stuff from the anniversary sale and you don't mind that it ships when it ships, well then by George, order it then. It's up to you. But I just wanted to give you the option of one or the other. So I'm going to tilt on down. I'm going to show you some samples from the girls, two of them. I'm going to show you one from Doris and one from Sharon. They're both using the newest paper from Couture Creations that we have. It is at a rock star price. It is beautiful. I'm going to start with that, but then we're going to get progressively a little more intricate and a little more detailed. And then I'm going to show you what you've all been asking. So I'm excited. All right, I'm grabbing Doris's sample. I'm pulling it over, and I'm grabbing Sharon's sample and I'm pulling it over, and I'm going to tilt on down for the day. And I'm going to say, thank you for allowing Scrapbooking Made Simple to be here, and thank you for sharing our anniversary with us. And there's my phone. I forgot to set it to mute. I probably should do that. Let's just do that on down real quick. I can't believe I did that. Down, down, down. Okay, so thank you for sharing our anniversary. Sorry about the phone call. And we will get started for today. All right, anyway, we'll get started for today. I'll get back on track. Down we go. I can't believe my phone rang. All right, I'm going to zoom on in to the best of my ability. Oh, wrong way. Maybe down just a little bit more. And I'm going to show you one of the dies from Winter Wonder. This is my Deer of the Forest. And I just love how these two are looking at each other. And I love my little birdies and my squirrel. And the tree branches are made from the antlers. But the paper used is from Couture Creations, and it's beautiful. Doris did this card, and she did an amazing job. Then I want to show you the same die, only using another paper from Couture Creations. And this paper I went crazy over. It is the damask paper, the gold damask, and it is just beautiful. This one Sharon did. Same die, different look. Same die, different look. So that's where I'm going to start today. I'm going to start with the papers. And I'm going to pull those over. There's 4 different papers. We have the damask gold. Hopefully it zooms in and you can see that. We have the linen gold, and this is what Doris used on hers. The damask is what Sharon used, but this is what Doris used on her card. And it's got a linen foil to it. We've got the silver linen foil, and we've got the silver crosshatch. These are the first 4 packs of about 10 that we will be carrying. They come 10 sheets to a pack, so you'd get 10 of each sheet. Well, 10 sheets in this pack and 10 sheets in this pack. They run, let me pull a pack over. So this is what they look like. Pretty basic, pretty simple. They call it mirror board. I have to tell you, it doesn't have any kind of a mirror whatsoever to it. So I'm not so sure. Don't go by the name, because the name mirror implies that it's reflective, and this is not reflective. It's beautiful, but it is not reflective. That's the damask. So you get 10 sheets, $6.99 for the pack, which for foil and texture is unbelievable. And then of course it's on a YouTube Yummy. So I wanted to show you the 4 that we're going to start with, and then I want to play with it real quick, just so you can see how lovely it is. And I'm going to take my damask and cut me off a nice little hunk. And I'm going to be using my dear die. Now this is one of the dies that is in the I Want It All collection. So we have an I Want It All collection that contains 6 dies. It's $59.99 for all 6, which makes each die $10, which is a rock star price. If you just happen to love this die and you just want to get this die, it's just $13.99. It's not that much more. Then we have our couture or our contour dies. So I've got 2 edges. Those are not part of the I Want It All collection. I'll show you those, and I've got my must-haves. So let's start with this one. I'm going to bring over my Big Shot machine, and I've just got my standard Big Shot machine. This die is going to run through your Big Shot machine, your Cuttlebug machine, your Big Kick machine, your Vagabond machine, your Fabby machine, your Vintage machine, your Spellbinders machines, your just about any machine you have, this die is going to run through. It is not overly intricate, but it does have a few little small curly cues. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to use my precision base plate from Sizzix. Now the precision base plate is sold separately. It does not come with your machine. It has instructions on the back. If you can read the instructions and you're cutting your die, you're doing it wrong. You need to have that metal facing you. I'm working it on a magnetic platform. They would prefer that you use, I guess I can slide it on over. They prefer you use a multi-purpose platform, and that did come with your machine. Most of you have the extended one. So multi-purpose platform, completely closed. Your precision base plate, directions face down. I can't cut it. If I can see those directions, I'm doing it wrong. I need that metal facing up, because that metal is what allows the die to kind of bite into it and make a better cut. The next thing I'm going to do is put my paper and then my die, and then I'm going to use a cut plate, not a do not cut plate, because this is going to put pressure and it's going to leave an indent in my cut plate. So I don't want to use a do not cut plate. Just use one of your cut plates, and I'm going to send it on through. So I'm going to roll, roll, roll. And then I can rotate. Oh, I hear it. It stopped for a while. Let's see. Then I rotate. Nope. Oh, please don't. Please. No. What if I move it up just a little bit? Let's see if that makes any difference at all. All right. No, camera, no. Okay, so why did I rotate? Because I sent it through once. It hit the rollers in one way. I've rotated it so that it will hit the rollers in a whole new and unique way. And if it didn't cut the die the first time, it will cut the die coming back. So let's move that right out of my way. Stop. You can see that it's cut through. Trash, trash, trash. And everything is pretty much just gonna fall right on out. But you can see how elegant and how regal this paper is. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's easy to cut. Everything seems to just love to die cut with it. All the dies seem to just, look at how easy peasy was that. All the little curly cues came out. And in no time at all, whoop. Oh, be kind to me, please. In no time at all. I've got my die cut out. Beautiful, isn't it? with that damask, and super easy. So that's using the Couture paper, Couture Creations paper. And they do a beautiful job of it. And with one of my favorite dyes. But I want to do a little bit more. I want to go to the next thing. I want to talk about the Go Press foil plates, because we've added to that just a little bit. Well, we've added to that quite a bit. Now, I've got my Big Shot machine, and I am going to need that today to use with my Go Press foil machine. But I've also got my Go Press foil machine handy dandy. It's right over here. Now remember, this is your on button. You have to press this button to turn it on. I don't know if I can get it there. So when you plug it in, you actually have to press this little button, and what's going to happen is it's going to start to blink red. And when it's good to be used, it's going to go green. That's going to tell you, yep, it's time to use me. Now inside, I've been already heating up one of my new plates. This is my new snowman plate. Love him. So I've already been heating him up so that he's good to go. Did you all see how that worked? These are the tweezers that come with the Go Press and Foil machine. See how I closed them and I lifted it up? Why? Because this is hot. It's been heating in this heating element, which is what a Go Press and Foil machine does. It does a foil transfer, a heat foil transfer, and it's beautiful. Oh, see? It's blinking now red. That's telling me that it's not ready yet. I have to wait till it turns green because I had this open. Now when you're ready to use it, when this turns green, this portion slides right out, and this is what goes through your die cutting machine. So I'm going to plug that back in there. I also have a shim. A shim is important because everybody's die cut machine is different. This machine stays the same all the time. Nothing changes in this machine. It's your die cutting machine that changes. When it's new, it's a little tighter. When it's older, it's a little looser. Your machine and your friend's machine may require different shims. You just have to play with the shims for a while. I know that my machine and most of the Big Shot machines have been taking a 100-pound double shim. So this is a 100-pound piece of Simply Defined paper. I just folded it in half and it seems to be working wonderful. You're going to need to take about an hour of your time when you get your Go Press foil machine to sit and just play. That's it, just play. And then figure out what shim works best for you, and then you're good to go. Now I'm going to do this with the Go Press, the Couture Creations foil. It's 15 feet of foil for $2.80. It's the best value on the market. There's no question about it. And I struggle, I acknowledge, I struggle figuring out which way the foil goes. So I have now learned to hold the paper to me, put the foil on top and say, okay, if this was foiled, this is what I want to see. This is the front of my card. I want to see that foil on the front of my card. And that reminds me which way to put it down. If I had it this way, the not so pretty side, I would end up foiling my my plate. So I just pretend that I'm holding the card. I'm looking at my own card and I'm saying, yep, that's the way I want it to be. And that's how I turn it down against my plate. Now I'm going to open this up. This is hot. I can touch it, but I'm going to tell you it's hot. This is a non-stick surface, so I can put this foil down and it's not going to melt to it. That's not a problem. If I decide I want to change my foil, I can lift it up and change my color. Then I'm going to put my paper down, and then I'm going to put my shim. And I'm going to let that get warm. I'm going to give it just a second to get warm. It says that it's green, but I know better. I know that I just put that paper down and I just put that foil down, so I need to give it just a moment to get a little warm. Then I can bring over my Big Shot machine or my Big Kick machine or my Vagabond machine or my Express machine, and I can send it on through. All right, let's give it a whirl, shall we? No guts, no glory. All right, so I'm just gonna send this right through my machine. It's gonna feel like it's not doing a whole heck of a lot. I'm gonna send it on back. But let's see what we've got. Now I'm gonna take this off, but I'm gonna put this almost immediately back into my my unit, because I want it to keep getting warm. I don't want to have it disconnected so long that it cools all the way down that I have to wait all over again. I'm just going to let that keep staying warm. And this is what I have. Only when we pull, that's what we have. It is a little bit of magic. There's no question about it. It is pretty amazing. Now there is a way to absolutely use the negative. I did it in an earlier YouTube. It requires a simply refined metal shim made for the Go Press and Foil machine and a squishy. But is that just gorgeous? But I told you I took it just a little bit further. I did. I took it a little bit further. So what did I do? Well, to me, it only seemed natural to make a matching die and stamp to go with it. It just seemed natural to make the matching set, because with the foil plates that are out on the market now, you can foil, but you can't cut it out. And I wanted the opportunity to cut it out. So we've added to the collection. And this will allow you to cut it out. You know, last time I had the one phone calling, this time my cell phone calling. So I thought about it, and I wanted to do the die to cut the foil out. But then I thought, what if you don't have a Go Press and Foil machine? That's not very much fun, right? So I decided to go ahead and do the stamp with it, so that if you just love the snowman and all you do is die and stamp, you don't have the Go Press Foil machine, you've got the set and it says Warm Winter Wishes. But if you do have a Go Press and Foil machine and you love my snowman and you want to cut it out, you now can cut it out. Or you can cut it out and stamp it, or you can just foil it. I guess what I'm saying is you have options, lots and lots and lots of options. So I'm gonna pull this out, and I'm gonna bring over my Big Shot machine again. This time I am going to use my magnetic platform. I am going to use. It does not come with your machine. This is sold separately. The beauty of a magnetic platform is that your dies hold to it and it will keep your paper in place. So if you've stamped something, which is normally what we do, now we're foiling something and you want to die cut it out, I do believe that I am the very first to have the coordinating dies to go with their stamps. So a magnetic platform, my hot foil stamp, my die cut. It is not an intricate die, it's an open frame die, which means that there's nothing in the middle. This die has nothing in the middle of it, so it's an open frame die, so it doesn't need a precision base plate. It only needs to be sent through. Are you stuck over there? Did I cut my paper too big? Go, go, go. All right, and it is a one cut. It does not require it going back and forth, although I just tore my paper. That's okay. I'm good. One cut. And now you've cut your snowman out. See, we haven't been able to do that before. We've only been able to put our foil down and just make basic foil on a piece of paper and then mat that, or you'd have to fussy cut. I wanted you to be able to actually die cut out the foil elements. So now you've got more to do. You've got more options with this. And again, I wanted you to be able to stamp it. So let's say you don't have a Go Press and Foil. I understand. I get it. Let's move this off to the side. Let's grab the stamp. Pull him off. Remember, when he's new, it's a little harder to get him on and off. Once you've got him off once, he'll cling right back on. You can absolutely wash him with a little dishwashing detergent if you want to do that before you use him. I'm going to grab one of our blocks. I've got one of my blocks from Do Crafts, which is an awesome block set. They're $12.50 for all of the blocks. I'm going to grab a piece of white paper. I've got my gush pad, and I'm going to ink him up. And I'm just going to use a couple different colors of ink. Oh, I shouldn't have I shouldn't have pounced. Maybe a little bit darker blue in some places. And then a little bit of purple. And let's see what we get. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. I'm not doing chest compressions. I'm just giving a nice push. And pull up. And there we go. But of course, because I have the die, I'm not stuck with just stamping him. I could just stamp him and mat him and be done. But because I have the die, I can take him and cut him out. So he just adds another set. He's sold individually. It's not part of the I Want It All collection because you might not want him. But I can bring him over. Bring my Big Shot machine over. I've got my magnetic platform. I've got my paper. I've got my die. See, and he doesn't move. That's the beauty of a magnetic platform. And I can send him on through. One time is enough. You don't have to rotate. You don't have to go back and forth. It's an open frame die. It's just a one cut, easy peasy. Move this on over. And he's good to go. How cute is that? So, do you want to die cut and stamp him? Do you just want to stamp him? Do you want to foil and die cut him? What do you want to do? If you have the Go Press and Foil and you get the snowman foil plate and you want to be able to die cut him, then you're going to get the stamp and the die set as well. If you don't have the Go Press and Foil and you just love the snowman and want to be able to stamp and die cut him, then you just get the set that has the stamp and die. But I wanted you to be able to cut out your foil. So it seemed logical to me to make a match, so that's what we did. We made a match. I have two like that. I have, let's see, do I have one of the, I have the snowman, but I also have the big 4x6 Noel. So this is a foil plate that will let you foil this. Then you've got the die that will let you cut it out. It also has a stamp that will let you stamp all the holly. And the Noel is a die cut. So I'm excited to now have a way to foil and then cut it out so that it's not being fussy cut. I really am very excited about that, but we're not done yet. I'm gonna bring back over my Go Press and Foil machine. And my snowman, he's still in there, still heating up. It's red right now. Oh, now it's green. Only this time, instead of using paper, you all wanted to know what would happen if we used acetate. Now, last week I used a heat-resistant acetate. This is not a heat-resistant acetate. Can you use heat-resistant acetate? Yes. Would I? No. Why? Well, the heat-resistant acetate costs a little bit more than a basic acetate. I think we sell this, I think you get 25 sheets for about $13. This is not a heat-resistant acetate. I am not putting a hot embossing tool on it. This is going to, there is heat here, but it's not so hot that it's going to make it warp and melt. This does not get nearly as hot as your heat tool. So you can use, you want to try it with your acetate, but you should be able to use just about anybody's normal, regular acetate. And I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to take this and I'm going to look at it as if I wanted my card facing me or my card facing you. This is what you want your, whoever you give it to, this is what you want them to see. So you're imagining that that beautiful little snowman is right there. That reminds me of how I'm going to put it down against my snowman. So I'm going to put it right down against him. Remember, this is non-stick, so even the acetate isn't going to melt to it. It isn't. It's going to be fine. I'm going to use my double shim, my 100-pound double shim, and I'm going to give it just a minute to heat up. Even though it says green, I know better. I need to give it just that little extra time to get that foil hot and to get that acetate a little warm, and then I'm going to send it on through. So let's give it a whirl. But I did it on white. Did I do it on white? No, I'm doing it on the acetate. Stacey. Okay, let's try. I'm thinking I put white paper down. I did. I'm looking at that saying I put it on white. Okay, let's give it a whirl. I'm going to pull it out. Whoa, it went. See, it's blinking red. I'm going to pull it out anyway. I'm going to give it, oh, there, it just went green right in time. Perfect. I'm going to send it right through my Big Shot machine, your Big Kick machine, your Vagabond, your Express, your Cuttlebug. Just play with the shim, and it does feel like it's not doing very much at all. It rolls. It rolls so easy. No. Okay. Somebody said it's my stabilizer. It was fine until it wasn't. So I guess I'm going to have to take it in and see what's wrong with it. Open it up. Open it up. No, it's going to stop. Oh, maybe it stopped. Okay. Close this back up. I'm going to put this immediately back in to my heating element, so that it continues to stay warm. If I want to use it again, it's going to blink. I'm just going to put it to the side and wait till I'm ready to use it. This is what I've got with my acetate. I'm going to pull. And then I can take it and put it right onto acetate. Oh, there I am. Hi, I can see the camera. So there's the acetate. Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. On acetate. And that was a huge question. You guys had a huge question. Can you do it on acetate and does it have to be heat resistant? Yes, you can do it on acetate and it does not have to be heat resistant acetate. Try it. All you can do is try. And again, this is our basic acetate. So it just goes through so easy, so simple. And then of course, I can then bring it back. Because I'm cutting acetate, I'm going to use my precision base plate. Make sure I've got the right way up. There we go. Right way up, line them up. Line them up and then cut them out. And I would use a yucky plate, not your good do not cut plate. And I'm going to send them on through. You might hear some little creaks and cracks. That's the dye going through the acetate. And then there he is. So pretty on the acetate. Oh my goodness gracious. Just beautiful on the acetate. And if you want them in gold, do them in gold. I've got my gold foil here. You want them in blue, do it in blue. Let's try the gold real quick. Move that off to the side. Bring my go press some foil over. Cut myself a piece off. Remember, it's only $2.80 a roll, very inexpensive. Grab a piece of acetate. Remember to put my acetate on my card base or put my foil on my card base or my acetate and look at it, look at it. This is what I want somebody to see. That reminds you how to put it down. Use my shim, whatever shim works best for you. Let it heat for just a minute. Give it a second to go green if yours is already green. That's why you let it sit in there and let it heat. Now this does have an automatic thermostat in it. If I were to let it sit and do nothing for about 20 minutes, it would turn itself off. So you don't have to worry that it's not going to turn itself off. Bring my Big Shot machine over. I don't need to use any of the plates that my Big Shot machine comes with. I'm going to send this through. I'm just going to roll it right through. Remember your shim. And if a double shim doesn't work for you, 100-pound, try a single. Try 80-pound. You will know it's either going to give too much pressure and leave too much foil, or it's not going to give enough pressure and not leave enough foil. Pull it on up. I'm going to put this right back into my heating element so it continually is heating up so I can use it again and again and again. There we go. Pull off my gold. Back it against my black. And it's beautiful. And again, if I want, I can absolutely die cut it out, even out of the acetate. So it's up to you. What do you like? Do you just want to do it on the acetate and then take some StazOn and stamp? Do you want to die cut him out? Do you not want to use a foil machine at all, and instead you just want to stamp and die cut him all by himself? It's all about options, absolutely all about options. And I think where we took the collection by giving you not only the hot foil plate to do the foiling, this is the holly wreath, but then matching it up with a die and stamp set that lets you do just about everything you could ever want to do. Because could you imagine trying to fussy cut this out? I couldn't imagine trying to fussy cut this out. And this is a big plate. This is almost 6 by 4. So it's meant you can do a 7 by 5 card with this, absolutely gorgeous. Same with the die and stamp. And then if you really love the paper that Couture Creations has, you can marry it with that and just have the most beautiful result. So that's some of the new that I wanted to show you. But I also wanted to remind you of our must-have. So this is the shape for this month. It's a top note. You have the die, then you have the stitch, then you have the die, then you have the stitch, then you have the die, then you have the stitch. You have the dotty, and you have crosshatch, which will then interchange with all of these, so that you're limitless with what you want to do with these. You get it all. You get the stitched, you get plain cuts, you get dotted cuts, you get crosshatch cuts, all for just $29.99. And then there are the others that were the originals that came out. We have some of these, we have these. There's all 4. $29.99. I know that there are places out there that have stitched, but you're gonna get a whole lot less. If you're on a budget and you wanna have a lovely selection, this is going to do it for you, absolutely. So I have got beautiful samples to show you. Like I said, I have got the dies that make up the I Want It All bundle. And that would be the die that I was using today. My deer die, I'm gonna have to find him. We have got my angel and my snow scene and my reversible snowflake and my winter bird. I'll show you samples of all of these, and my trimming the tree. We have all of this for you, plus the contour edge die, which is not part of the bundle. So let me show you the storyboards first. Up here he is. Hello there. Here's my deer that I used all day. So let me show you the storyboards first, because I think that will help. And I hope I answered some of your questions about whether you can use acetate or not. So the first storyboards I'm gonna do will be for the foil. Let's get this all out of the way. Okay, so we have the die and we have the stamp plate for the wreath. This is the stamp for the wreath. Here's the wreath foiled. You do get the words. There's Happy Holidays and Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. You also get them in foil plates. So you get the stamps, or you can have the foil plates. Here it is stamped and die cut out. And here it is foiled and die cut out. So if you like the stamps and the dies, they're sold separately. The foil plate is sold separately, but it is big. It is big. Here's the die, just the dies. So this is what you would use the stamp if you wanted to stamp on top of. And we did give you an embossing element. So if you wanted to run your die through, we put the little holly leaves in. You can use your squishy and your knock knock to achieve the embossing element. But it truly is meant to do these beauties, so that you're not just foiling anymore. You can then die cut your foil. And if you don't have a Go Press and Foil, that's okay. We gave you the stamp to go with the die too. So this is Holly Frame and Sentiment. Then I have my snowman. So the snowman just stamped, the snowman die cut. Yes, you get the words, they're dies, Warm Winter Wishes. Here it is stamped and die cut. Here he is foiled, just on paper, on some of the Couture Creations new paper, and then foiled and die cut. Yeah, so this is Winter Wonders Snowman. All from Simply Defined. Then I have the contour die for this month, and it is an edge die. So you have the Snowflake and you have the Dove of Peace. So you get both edges. It's not part of the I Want It All bundle. It sold for $15.99. Here's your Snowflake edge, and here's your Dove of Peace edge. This has to be one of my most favorite edges ever. There's the Snowflake. There's the Dove of Peace. And there they are together. Just so you can see. This is so delicate and so dainty, and it cuts so beautifully. Just love, love, love them. So that's our contour edge for this month. Then we have our Robin Red and our Adorn the Tree. Here is our Robin Red, and it's backed on that beautiful Couture Creations damask paper. This is just a red piece of cardstock cut out and backed on that damask paper. Gorgeous. So there it is, just die cut and here matted. And then we have our Adorn the Tree. And the cat is for Belinda. So our Adorn the Tree, again out of the Couture Creations paper and backed in just a beautiful red. How lovely is that? Okay. So if you love these, they're $13.99 each, or if you buy the I Want It All, they only are $10 each. Then we have our Angel of Winter and our Deer of the Forest. So here's our Angel of Winter. Only wait till you see her in black and on that damask paper. Oh my gosh, she just is gorgeous. I love, love, love her in the damask, on the damask paper. So there's our Angel of Winter. And then the one I was using today, my dear. Here it is on the silver with the red. Again, both of those are part of the I Want It All. So $13.99 if you just want one of them, but if you buy all six, if you do the I Want It All, they're only $10 a die. The last one I have for the I Want It All, oh no, I have two more. I have a Nordic Village. So this is a 2-die set. So you get the frame, and when you cut the frame, it gives you the background because that centerpiece is going to fall out. But then look at the little house set. And when you build it, look at what you get. It's so beautiful when you put it all together. You can just use the frame all by itself. You can just use the oval all by itself. You can use the frame and the oval and put something completely different on it. If you don't want to do the winter scene, you have options with this. But when you build it all together, I just love it. Also part of the I Want It All. Then we have my reversible snowflake. So the snowflake cuts all by itself. But then the die has this piece on the top of the snowflake and this piece on the bottom of the snowflake. And you may look at that and go, I don't know what she was thinking. Well, what she was thinking is that if I gave you two different tops and a different top and a different bottom, you could cut it twice. And you could have the snowflake framed with the same top and bottom, but you have two choices because I gave you two different ones. You just have to cut it twice. And then I didn't want the snowflake to be attached just in case you just wanted to use the snowflake. So you have options. Love, love, love. And then we get to the must-haves. So for those of you who have never seen a must-haves before, this was my brainchild idea last year of giving you as many dies with as many opportunities in basic shapes, because dies can just get to be so expensive. So if I could let you cut a shape and just have a plain shape, well, that would be great. You get all of this. All of these sizes come in that set. But what if I was able to also let you do stitched edges for all of those sizes? Wouldn't that be awesome? And you can do stitched edges all the way down to the little teeny tiny. But what if I was also able to give you dot edges? Cute little dots and cross hatches so that when you receive the set, you were not limited. Because the dies can get to be expensive, and most of the dies out there, as far as I know, have the stitches built in or the dots built in, and that's all the option you get. It's stitched or dotted all the time. I wanted you to be able to do plain dies. I wanted you to be able to do stitched dies. I wanted you to be able to do dotted dies. I wanted you to be able to do crosshatch dies. I wanted you to be able to just play and see all the different elements that are in there. And give yourselves tons of opportunity. How cute is that, Elena? Look at that frame. All out of one set of dies for $29.99, and you do not have to have a special machine. A big shot, big kick, vagabond, Fabby machine, vintage machine. All the Sizzix roller machines will work. An express machine, a big shot plus machine, absolutely. So this is 5 out of 6. There's 6 of these coming out this year. And this is 5 out of 6. And again, it shows you everything that can be done. And it's only $29.99, which is, we try to keep my stuff so value priced. Truly, I do. Okay, I want to show you samples that the girls made because they did a beautiful job. I will start with Doris, and we'll start with the one that I opened with. So as you can see, I got the light fixed. The light's good, but now, the camera's acting up. Okay, here is my Red Robin done by Doris. Red Robin done by Doris. Here's my Adorn the Tree. And you can see she's used the must-haves. There's my Adorn the Tree. The kitty is for Belinda. She's one of the SMS girls on the design team and one of my employees. She's used the must-have, top note. Here she stamped and heat embossed my snowman and then die cut. She didn't use a foil machine at all. And she's got Warm Winter Wishes, and that's part of the die set. So she didn't foil at all. And here, she's foiled the snowman and the holly frame. You can see this is a 5x7 card. This is a big card. I know lots of you wanted bigger cards, so I made bigger dies to go on bigger cards. Then we have Doris did it. Then we have her. We have her layout all done with the must-haves. I'm afraid to open it, but we're gonna open it. Oh yeah, good. Okay, so then this is done with those must-have dies. Done with the must-haves. And she made a little mini album for her layout so she could get more pictures in. This is from Doris. You've got your must-haves down here. You've got the contour edge die right there. Katie and Pooh Bear. So there's Doris. Then we have Kathy. And Kathy has done the winter scene. And she has foiled right on top of a piece of winter pattern paper. This is pattern paper back here, and she foiled the snowman right on top of it, and she foiled the Have a Holly Jolly Christmas because that comes with the wreath. Beautiful. Here she has got my winter angel. And all she did was cut it and mat. If you need to do cards, and all you have to do is cut and mat. It's okay. You don't have to go over the top, especially if you have 100 of them to do. Cut and mat, and it's elegant and it's beautiful. And again, this is done out of the Couture Creations paper. Absolutely beautiful. Here we've got another from Kathy, where again, she took a patterned piece of paper and foiled right onto a piece of patterned paper. She found this almost looks like Kaiser Craft. She had found a lovely piece of Christmas paper that had a beautiful space for the snowman and foiled right to it. This is Kathy. And last but not least, her layout. She's got the contour edge here. She's got the snowflake here. She's got contour edges here. She cut the birds from the contour edge and just used the birds there. She's got the must-haves all the way around. And that is Cody. Cody, who used to work here. Oh, they're all so big now. So this is Kathy and her layout. Then we have Michelle. And Michelle used the contour edge on this card. Simple, elegant, done. One contour edge, one front, one ribbon, done. Here Michelle made from the must-haves. Well, she used the foil, and she used my foam to do the snowflake. And she made an adorable trifold out of the must-haves. And just a little button to keep it closed. This is Michelle with the must-haves and my snowflake out of Simply Defined foam. Oh, my goodness gracious. She used, again, Simply Defined foam to get the dimension on my must-have, to get it popped up. She foiled on top of my bedazzled paper, embossed the back with an embossing folder. This is Michelle. So very pretty. Then, oh my gosh, we have more from Doris. Doris was busy. No, maybe not. No, I think these are Claire's. I'm going to go with Claire. Yes, I was right. This looks like Claire. There's my red robin, only it's blue. Done with the Couture Creations silver paper in the back. I wonder if she pasted that. I'm going to have to ask her. I've got two stuck together. But here's Snowman. Here's my deer. Done with the must-haves and mega flakes. So she cut this out with Stacey tape, peeled the Stacey tape up and put the flakes down all over it, and then matted it on the must-haves. Then she foiled, and she didn't die cut out at all. You don't have to. Here she's just matted and foiled and put the warm winter wishes. Then we have her book. So she's done the must-haves here. She's done the contour edge there. And then you open it up and she has made a scene inside using all the different dyes. From the deer all the way, the very, very, very back is the Alpine Village. Is that wonderful? It's not a mini album. It's a diorama. Closed, open, and it's just beautiful. This is Claire. All right, then we have Elena. Let me grab Elena's. And Elena has put together, with the contour edges, a gatefold. And Elena being Elena, oh, I wonder if somebody, oh, there we go. Elena being Elena used the snowy village and has it all lit up. Here she's used the must-haves and the adorn the tree. Here she's used the must-haves, where she did the edges into the paper. She didn't even cut it all out. She cut your window here, but then she put the dots in to add the decorative element. So very clever. And then we have Elena here, where she's done the frame, but then she did the stitched edge one size larger just to add the element to the outside. Oh, and she tri-folded it. This is Elena with my angel. Then we have Elena with Redbird. Elena's so good at doing that. She totally gets the must-haves. She's just rock star on these, Elena. Because it just adds a little something to the front. And then you open it up and you have a beautiful, it's like a peekaboo. It's like a surprise. And then you open it up and wham. They're so pretty. And then Elena again. And she took, these pieces came from the bottom or the top that goes with this die, and she made corners out of them. She spliced them down and made corners out of them. So this is Elena. Then we have Yvette. And Yvette went over the top. Oh my gosh. So this is a must-have. She cut out the back and then she made a pocket out of it. And inside you've got your tag with the angel cut out on the tag. And then you've got your, but look at this piece. Is this not magnificent? She's got it folded down, and I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, this is fabulous. Then you put your card in there, you put your tag in there. Maybe your tag has a cute little gift card attached to it, but that is absolutely amazing. And here is her winter scene. This is Yvette. And Yvette always just amazes me. They all do. They all absolutely amaze me with their talents. What a lovely gift to give somebody. Oh my goodness. Then we have Belinda. I'm almost done. We have Belinda. And Belinda went ahead and embossed with the die and put her Noel in the middle and used her must-haves. She put it on foam. So Belinda. And then we have Belinda again. Again, here. Beautiful, isn't it? So she ran the foil plate on top just to give that embossing look. And then it wouldn't be a Belinda if we didn't have some altered art. So we've got peace and we've got my angel. Would not be Belinda. And last but not least, we've got her banner. And her banner has the bird, out of the must-haves make up the frame, has the snowflake, the must-haves make up the frame, and it has the deer. And then the most beautiful bow on the top. So this is Belinda. I wish I could get a good image of it, but I can't. Belinda. Last but not least, I have Sharon. So here is Sharon's Alpine Village. And Sharon's Adorn the Tree. Again, all done with the must-haves. I don't want to say my camera stopped. I'm going to jinx it. Here's her Noel using the holly frame. Here's the deer I showed you in the beginning. And then, actually, last but not least, is Claire's altered art piece. She's asked for this back, and I totally understand why. She wants to put it on her Christmas table. It's a jar of Grand Amber. No idea what that is, but she's decorated it with the dies, and then she's filled it with snow and with lights. And it's decorated on both sides so that you can use this as a centerpiece on your holiday table. That's Claire. All right. I'm going to tilt on up. Hopefully it stays steady. I'm going to zoom on back. And I'm going to say, all right, you guys, I showed you a lot, but most importantly, I showed you the beautiful new paper from Couture Creations, and I showed you you can foil on acetate, and it doesn't have to be a special acetate. Just try. The acetate that we sell 25 sheets for like $13, it works. Does it have to be the heat resistant? No, because you're not heating it with that hot element. The Go Press and Foil gets warm, but it's not like you're trying to heat embossing powder. That's really hot, and that's where that special heat resistant acetate comes in. I showed you the dies for Simply Defined and the new additions. So hopefully from here on out, any foil plate that we do that lends to having a die and a stamp we'll do a die and a stamp for. That way you can do more, make more, create more. Where are you going to find all of this stuff? You're going to find it at Scrapbooking Made Simple. My dies are exclusive to us. They are a one and done. So when they are sold out, they are sold out. The anniversary sale is this weekend. So if you don't want this purchase to be considered a ship when it ships, either shop before the sale or shop after the sale. So scrapbookingmadesimple.com is where you find it. Post your comment. We're going to have 100 winners win some fabulous prizes, and I can't wait to announce them all. That's a YouTube all in itself. It is me, Stacey. I will see you next week. And again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for supporting us through these years and the ups and the downs and the ups and the downs. And I can't express my gratitude enough to all of you. You make me feel like I'm home. And right now, that is so important. So thank you. All right. Bye, everybody.